Welcome. Subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content and don't forget to click the bell for more videos.
I'm considering divorce and need advice. I, 31 female, have been together with my husband, 36 male, for 6 years, and been married little over a year. During the course of the relationship my husband has had some pretty serious issues with anger, and when we fight, I will usually keep calm and collected while he flies off the hinges. He will say some pretty nasty stuff, ask me if I'm an idiot, and call me names. I know that these things are said in anger, and that he deep down doesn't really mean them. When confronted with these things, and how it hurts me, and that I could never act in a similar way towards him, his response is, "Well, I guess you're just a better person than I am." He will ask me for money often. He has no qualms about asking me for money when he wants to go out with friends, or he needs a new haircut, etc. We split the rent 50/50, but I pay the electricity bill, and all household items. He does buy groceries, but the total comes to a lot less than what I pay for. This is important because in January I start a new job that will be a significant bump in my salary. As of right now, my husband and I have about the same income. I worry about how much more money he will be asking me for. Today, he called me while I was at work. I confronted him with this money issue yesterday, and today he came clean and told me the reason why he has been asking for money, and been reluctant to use his own is because he has been saving up for us to buy a home, and has been keeping this a secret from me, because it was supposed to be a surprise. I don't know if I believe that, to be honest. So essentially, he has been saving both his own and my money without asking me. So if we were to separate, I guess he would have a nice little nest egg. Like I said, I got a new job which my husband did not react well to. He was extremely sulky, and kept talking about how great my life is, and how miserable his life is, and that I'm on the up and up while he's still where he was. So my overwhelming joy after landing this job after 2 years applying for jobs was crushed essentially. I also recently met an old college friend, 29 male, from 8 years back. He and I dated briefly but haven't really stayed in touch. He and I decided to go for a walk to catch up, which I was sure my husband wouldn't mind seeing as his ex is one of his best and closest friends. She was even at our wedding. And he has always stressed how important it is for him that it's okay to friends with an ex, should both parties want to. So no problem, right? Wrong. My husband has been extremely jealous. Snooped through my iPad, called me 13 times in 10 minutes, asking why I brushed my teeth before seeing this friend, observing what underwear I wore while I changed after seeing this person, etc. My husband does not deal well with rejection, and when I'm not in the mood to have sex he will often start to sulk, with the result of that being that I feel forced to have sex to keep the peace. I have confronted him with all these things, and he wants to do couples counseling, and has bought me presents and flowers, which he very rarely has done except on my birthday/Christmas/Valentine's Day, etc. He is adamant that he can change and he is scared of losing me. He says that our relationship is worth fighting for, and I have no doubt he feels that way, seeing that I have been a much better partner, especially the last couple of months, than he has. I feel like I owe it to him to do couples counseling, even though I'm not sure if I even want to. We have had some really good times, share the same values, and I thought we had a pretty strong relationship, but I don't know what to think anymore. Please, I need all the advice I can get. TLDR, husband has shown some pretty bad tendencies, but wants to change and work on the relationship. I think it might be too little too late. Comments. I don't think you share the same values. Name calling is a deal breaker. Never, never, never. I'm not sure someone with that capacity will change. He's a bully. His petulance over your new job is ridiculous. Also, you have a right to your friends, but your ex is probably an ex for a good reason. Don't let that friendship and kindness become an either/or. OP, if your husband doesn't feel like he owes you basic respect when arguing, then you absolutely do not owe him couples counseling. Counseling can only work if both people believe the relationship can be saved and need guidance on the how. In your case, you don't seem so sure, and with good reason, while your husband needs to demonstrate there is something to work with, honesty, support, and respect for his partner, which he isn't demonstrating. Be grateful for the good times and move on. Good luck. I'm 34 female, torn between my husband, 37 male, and my friends. I have a close-knit group of girlfriends, and I spend more time with them than I do my husband. I enjoy hanging out with them, but they constantly like to plan these girls-only nights and girls' trips. My husband has expressed to me that he feels left out and would like to do fun stuff with me too, which I agree. I'd prefer him to be there sometimes too. He's never told me I can't go, just how he felt. So the 5th girls' trip of the year, ski trip, is now being planned, and although it would be fun, I politely declined because 1, I want to go skiing with my husband, and 2, I want to take his feelings into consideration. However, now my friends are all mad or annoyed with me. But I never say no, so I don't think I'm being unreasonable. Anyone been in a similar situation, and how did you deal with it? Or does anyone just have an outsider's opinion/advice? Should I just go and have fun with my friends and not worry about it? I obviously can't make everyone happy, but it sucks feeling like I've made the wrong choice no matter what and constantly feeling torn. TLDR, my girlfriends are planning the 5th girls only trip this year and I declined in order to be considerate of my husband.
I'm one of those single women, traveling with my girlfriends often, and the married ones in our group usually don't come. None of us give them a hard time. Surely you could cut back some and plan things with your husband too. I'm 42. I've been with my husband 10 years. We have been parted when I've had to travel home for family reasons. I was born on the other side of the world and all my family are there, twice, for a fishing trip night for him, and a work overnight for me. We stick pretty close together. It's just how we have always been, since we met. We don't have a hopping social life away from each other. Sure, a few hours here and there, but we always come home to each other. My perspective probably isn't great for your problem. When my relationship with my husband was in its beginning phases, we were part of a close-knit couples group. All the other couples wanted to do separate activities all the time, men playing video games and women going out for drinks. We figured we were the odd ones wanting to do mostly together activities since we were a new couple and they had all been married for a while. Long story short, by the time we got married they had all cheated on each other and divorced. If it seems odd to you that they want to do so many girls-only things while you want to spend time with your spouse, follow your instincts. Spend time with your spouse, nurture that relationship. It will outlast your friends. You are not a bad guy here. They shouldn't be guilting you like that. Friend groups usually do break up over a decade or two. Sure, friend groups do make good fodder for screenplays, but you don't have to play. Go on many, but not all, of their outings. If they continue to try to guilt you, go on fewer and fewer of their outings. Your marriage matters to you. Don't be forced into a Sophie's Choice. Whatever you are experiencing, please remember you are important and loved. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you next time.